So what are some goals you and the team have going into this season?
So this is definitely a developmental year for our team, taking it over, um, beginning of the summer this year. We definitely, number one goal is to make sectionals for both teams. I think that's a pretty important milestone for our teams to accomplish, and I think they're more than capable of that, and to get them at the experience at the sectional level, I think is important for our growth into next year.
What have you seen or learned about your team here in this early preseason time?
So they're a great group of kids. They get along really well. We're definitely super grateful for the kids we've inherited and the kids that decided to join us this season. Definitely good chemistry. Very talented. And they're all willing to learn, so that's super awesome.
What are some things that excite you most about joining the MIBC in its inaugural season?
So the creation of this conference is pretty awesome because it gives us more opportunities to compete locally, financially. That's pretty important to be able to grow our schedule to 10 tournaments. Having 3 additional ones in Iowa is pretty amazing to have. The tournament scene in Iowa isn't, the most relevant. So being able to have those 3 additional tier 2s and competing for a conference championship is pretty awesome for our program.
The Waverly Bowling Alley recently underwent a remodeling project. Can you tell us about how your team has been able now to utilize that facility?
Yeah, so the new facility, they're starting to get up and running. They just had a soft opening this past weekend. So being able to have, a facility right next to campus is really nice for our athletes. And the university purchased an oil machine as well, in addition to investing into the center. So we're super grateful for that. It allows us to put down, patterns we bowl on in competition, give our kids an idea of what they're going to be competing on in the upcoming weeks. And being able to have, full reign of a facility really during our practice time, to stay focused is super important because it can get, in a large open center, it can get a little crazy with open bowling next to you. Being able to keep the kids focused, but being able to, work through drills and replicate that tournament, mindset, but utilizing our new facility is definitely appreciated.
What are some of the tournaments that the team and you are looking forward to on the schedule this season?
So, like we said, the conference tournaments, I think they're going to be something special that the kids look forward to this year. An additional opportunity for accolades, past the national level. In addition to those tier 2s, everyone's always excited for the Vegas tournaments. They're big tier 1s. South Point is an amazing facility. It's one of the best in the world. So being able to compete at that stage is pretty cool.
And then maybe more a little bit about you, but why were you interested in this job and what have you liked so far about Wartburg?
Yeah, so, I was a collegiate player. I moved, my original field is engineering. That was what my degree is in. Bowling is actually a lot of physics. So I've always loved the technical side of bowling, and through collegiate bowling I realized I wanted to create a healthy environment for student athletes and be able to help give them my technical knowledge that I have and help them really understand and grow through not only the sport but enjoy their collegiate experience. And I'm loving it so far. There's like a lot of background work of being a coach that I knew was gonna be different for me, but working through that, really learning the ins and outs of the job. I'm so grateful for this opportunity and I'm so happy to be here.
Perfect.
Good luck this season.
Thank you.
That was awesome.